So we're riding, bad line of sight, can't see very far around. Brake lights, brake lights, brake lights. There's a vehicle right in front. There it is. Now good line of sight, good positioning. We can see now. Roll off the throttle, so now you have good space cushions. Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Very good. We're going to orange stage because the intersection's coming up. Get yourself into a good position. We're already on the left side. Stay there. Okay, we're going to go to the right. Still good position. Okay, this person's doing something weird. All right, Florida, what are we doing? Can't lane filter. We were doing so well. So far, non-issue, whatever. Look forward. We talked about this earlier in the stream. Look forward. It doesn't matter what's happening. No, what are we, because he yelled at you? He yelled at you? Thanks, Jesse. Just move on with your day. I thought you were doing fine, Supreme Meat. Why do you need the confirmation from somebody else? Why do you need the confirmation? So okay, now we're immature. All right, so we're gonna look at what went right and just ignore the rest. Okay, I wanna point out what's right.
Time to go, huh?
All right, so he's looking to his right. He saw that his space cushion is pretty much collapsed because of the Chevy Equinox. Now look ahead of you. You can't see very far. You can kind of see, but you can see the little white top of the vehicle. So that I like to look through the vehicle in front to see the vehicle in front of that vehicle and then go off of what they do. But right now, bad line of sight. You can't see around the vehicles. So what he's going to do, he's like, oh, I can't see. So brake lights. Okay, so why are they putting brake lights? Good adjustment. So planning a ride is positioning safety, locate hazard, adapt to those hazards by getting yourself into a better position. So it's like a big circle process. It's a cyclical process, and hopefully you never have to go to N, which is navigate a threat, which is a red stage maneuver. So he adapted, put himself in a better position for safety. Now we're scanning again for more hazards, locating more hazards. So good job with the position. So this is what I like. I like this. All right, so orange stage because we're going into an intersection area. So we're prepped and ready for things. We're slowing down. Now we're already on the left side. So stay here. There's no reason to go back and forth. Just kind of stay here. But we're going to move over. Maybe he wanted to go right. I don't know. All right, so he kind of blocked our line of sight. Now, the thing is, this truck probably wants to get into the right lane. Okay, it's not a threat to you. He's not doing it to hurt your feelings. But yeah, so this is not a big issue. So we're just gonna move over to the other side. Now, right here, we're in Florida. Like I said earlier, do illegal things, you're gonna piss people off. Just the way it is. But hey, you wanna get pissed off too? Fine, you're on a motorcycle, he's in a truck. Who's gonna win? So a nice little rev bomb, non-issue. Just move on with your day. I thought this was okay. I was like, okay, you're in a position. But now we're like looking back. It's like, hey, I rev bombed this guy. I want to see what he has to say. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Just go on with your day. Pure ego, exactly 82 and Jonathan. Pure ego. And ego is what's going to get you hurt. Because now we're not looking ahead. Now we're not focused on our ride. We're zoned out because we're target fixated on people in the back. We are not doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. All right. So Kawasaki Vulcan 900, big ape hangers, love it. Love it. Look at the vision you get with it, though. It kind of blocks a little bit. Hey, red lights on a green, that's a little uncommon. You see how the lights are doing that? Anybody see that naturally? That's astigmatism. That's like an astigmatism.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's uncommon.
What are you doing?
Pay attention first. You almost stalled out. So that's that uncommon thing in a common situation. But I wanted to point out this. That's like an astigmatism. Anybody see that normally? Anybody see that normally? I don't see that when I'm driving at night. If you see this when you're out driving at night, without a camera, obviously, you probably have astigmatism, but you probably already know that. But if you don't, you should get your eyes checked. That's not normal. All right. All All right, so green, we're going through. Now we're gonna get to another green light, and we're like, why is there brake lights? Why is he braking on a green? That's what you do when it comes to pattern recognition. You're trying to figure out what's happening. It's like, uncommon thing in a common situation, that gut feeling. Listen to your gut when you're riding around and driving. Listen to your gut. That uncommon thing in a common situation can get you hurt. So turn signal, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal. We don't know why he's doing that. There could be a pedestrian. There could be something he's arguing with. He might be yelling at somebody at Starbucks and Wingstop. Who knows? Who knows? But we're going to pass him. But if we're going to pass him, let's look where they're trying to go themselves and not hit a pedestrian or not hit something that's in the road. Okay, let's not focus on them being weird. Let's focus on why they're being weird. Go around them like, what's going on? What are you stopping here for? That way you don't hit the branch in the road. That way you don't hit a person laying down in the road or walking across the road yourself. It's a non-issue.
What are you doing?
Don't rush. William entered the gear giveaway. Woo! Good to have you. Part of being a smart rider is acquiring and utilizing personal protective equipment. So make sure you grab yourself a jacket just like this one from REVZILLA using the link in the description. It's an affiliate link. It helps me out. No extra cost to you. Plus, it lets REVZILLA know that the DDFM crew is pretty badass and they actually grab some gear. Anyways, click that link. I'll see you soon. All right, bad line of sight, bad space cushion. Switch, switch, switch. Okay, you're stuck now. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Golly, dude.
Ooh, not much you could do on that one. Oh, there was something in the road. You see that? You see how there's something in the road? All right, let's go back just a little bit. That was really weird, though. There's not much you could do on that one. So you did find just Satsu. So the only thing I would do differently on this situation is the moment they really, really slowed me down, I'd be looking in my mirrors and then getting into the next lane as best I can, as soon as I can. That's the only thing I could really do in this situation. It's really scary. Maybe position yourself a little bit better. Don't be in lane position 2. Be off to the side. Maybe you're able to escape a little bit better. You're saying A1 son, the Tesla saved him. So they probably have like a collision automatic braking system. The Tesla probably saved him.
Wait.
It probably auto braked. You see how quickly it braked? That's insane. That's really cool. Yeah, it is a Tesla. That's really cool. It saved this motorcyclist and his CBR. That's really cool. Not much you can do. You can't pedal back. You can't escape to left or right. So, hey, technology. So this person that did that, they stopped because they want to go to AutoZone or because there was something in the road. That's not something to stop in the middle of the road for. It's just really weird. It's really weird. Thankfully, it stopped. All right, we're riding around. Woo! Having a good time in Poland. Good vision, good space cushion.
Common situation on the road where the driver doesn't sufficiently ensure that he can overtake.
We're getting closer, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. Watch out, what are we doing? We're getting closer. Good escape. Accelerate through. You gotta use what you got. Accelerate through. Good job. Hey, that's what I would have done in the same situation. Same situation. So what's happening is this motorcycle rider wants to pass everyone because they're going slower. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and do a quick check. Are we going the speed limit or we're already going the speed limit? Or are we passing just because we want to keep going fast? So that might be a problem. That might be an issue. But outside of that, let's say we're going the speed limit and those two are going super slow. You will want to maintain our speed limit, maintain the flow of traffic so it's less dangerous for us. Then yeah, go ahead and pass. Let's assume that's what's happening here. So we're getting up to here.
Sufficiently ensure that he can overtake.
We just use our indicator. Good. We're indicating what we want to do. We're letting other people know. Very good. So we started accelerating on the straightaway when it was safe to do so. Now we see all of a sudden this vehicle come out. Now we're going to either roll off the throttle and apply the brakes and then do what? Okay, so let's take a look at our escapes. This is the moment we have to do something. If we rush back into the right lane, we have the original person that's going super slow to be right in front of us, and our space cushion will be teeny, tiny, tiny, tiny. So that's a possibility that hopefully you can apply the brakes really good while going back to your lane. Or should we just commit to what we have and utilize the safetyness of a shoulder, of an escape path? So that's why I'm saying this is what I would do, because we're already moving this way. We got to make a quick adjustment to go this way and then have to apply the brakes and not hit this vehicle right here. Okay, that's one option. So what about keep going left, go on this escape, utilize our very fast machine, get in front of everybody, get back into our lane when it's safe to do so. This is not a situation that is ideal, but it is the situation that is presented to us. And we have to take advantage of every little thing that our motorcycle can do to get ourselves out of this dangerous situation that was presented to us. We didn't create it. We did what we're supposed to be doing. We were going to pass these vehicles. Somebody else did this in front of us. Uh-oh, what do we do? So, found the escape, because the car is not going to do that. Found the escape. Now we're going to accelerate through. See, he's got his hand. It's like, I got to do it. I'm in a dangerous spot. I got to do something to get around these vehicles. I can do it faster than this Toyota Yaris or whatever it is. We're going to accelerate through. Screw all of you. I'm going to get back into the lane that's safe as possible. And we did. Now from here, go ahead and roll off that throttle and get back to the speed limit, because you don't want to be hauling too much booty. But that's exactly what I would have done. Let's take a quick look at it one more time in full motion.
This is a very common situation on the road where the driver doesn't sufficiently ensure that he can overtake.
Found the escape. Accelerate using the power of the machine. Very good. So he escaped to the left, escaped going forward, and then went back in the lane. Remember, you can escape going left, right, forward, or backwards. Backwards is that braking, acceleration is forwards, swerving left to right is an escape. Utilize all of them. Don't just think escaping is only swerving left and right. If you have a powerful enough machine and you can get yourself out of dangerous situations, utilize every tool that that machine gives you. Same thing if you have great braking and great braking skill, utilize that too. You have to be well-rounded when it comes to motorcycle riding. If you feel like you're a little bit rough on your braking, let's go ahead and chip away at it. Let's go ahead and get better. Let's get better. Let's get better. All right, we're moving on here. I am not invisible. Okay, merging issue right here. Possible merging. We're in the blind spot. We stayed in that blind spot. We stayed in that blind spot. Let's just take a quick look. So we're gonna come up through here. There's that vehicle. We're guys, when you're starting to do this, you know you're at the same speed and you're gonna be at the same trajectory and you're gonna go. So if you start to basically pace somebody, just slow it down so that they can go and you can go. It's simple. Slow it down or speed up. It's a non-issue at this point. This happens all the time. Don't be in their blind spot. You're in their blind spot right now. Oh, they shouldn't have came into my lane. Yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. But they did, because people do that. Okay? People do things they're not supposed to. You're in the blind spot. They can't see you. Where do you recommend we keep our info in case of a crash? I would keep it in your wallet, in an area that you typically would carry a wallet, because EMS will check the back pocket. EMS will check the front pockets. They'll check all your pockets if you're not able to provide any information. Think about who is trying to find what. If you crash, who's trying to find the information? EMS. Typically, where do EMS check? Where it's common to check, which is going to be the back pocket, a purse, the front pockets, basically any of your pockets. They're going to go for your wallet to see if they can find an ID. All right, so we're going to go through here. There's what is that? Is that a duck? Swan? Goose? Uh-oh, is it going to attack you? Hey, nice tight turn. Good turn from a stop. Very good. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to move on. That thing was not liking you. All right. In the mix since 96. I like that. I love alliterations. All right, so watch out, uncommon thing. You see people coming in your lane. Just slow it down, move to position. They're going to keep doing it. You never once moved over. Okay, so if you see that happening, everybody, if you see this right here, uncommon thing in a common situation. Hey, you have your lane. You usually see brake lights and maybe running lights in the back. If you see headlights in your lane, uncommon. All right, no buenos. What do we do then? We're planning our ride. Let's position ourselves for safety off to the left. That gives them all of this space to make their dumb maneuvers. So when people are like, well, protect your lane, Dan, protect your lane. What are you protecting your lane from? A head-on? You're going to force that person. If that person is going to hit anybody, they're going to hit you. They're not going to hit another car. They're going to hit you because you're a little bit easier to manage. They're not going to try to avoid you. What are you doing protecting your lane? Stop protecting your lane. Move yourself over. Move. So we're staying here in lane position 2 the whole time. If one person's going to do it, another person's going to do it. But pre-position yourself right here. Pre-position yourself. Let's just stay here in this lane position. It was close because you let it be close. Stop. Now we're in this position. A little bit late. All right, we're moving over here, riding in town. All right, good. We have good space. Did a head check, good line of sight. What are we going to deal with now? So we're going to have an intersection back into orange stage. You don't know if anybody's going to be upset. Watch out for pedestrians. Yep, watch out for... I think we were just doing that to be a little... That pedestrian was white staged, by the way. Are we doing this to pedestrians? Is this still a thing where we rev bomb them or honk the... Whoa,
Thanks
okay.
for watching till the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon in the next video. Ride safe.